Welcome back to Glowlight Wars. How are you doing? Trust you are good today. Thank you so much for trusting us. Today we want to make a trending what is it called? Trending net wrap turban. Trending net wrap turban. So for this very turban design, we'll be needing your material. Actually, this design needs a material like maybe poly or scuba, so that it will give it a kind of lift, okay, to make it voluminous. How do I speak this grammar? To make it look big when you tie it. But this is the material I have available, and I need to do this video. For the turban cap, I want to be making it body plate design. Now for the body plate design, I have this already cut out. I've already cut out my materials. This one, I've cut it out 27 inches by head circumference, from right to left 27 inches. Then because it's body plate. So it's 30 by 30, alright, because it's body plate. It's 30 by 30. Your head circumference from this end to this end is 30 inches. From this to this is 30 inches because it's body plate. Now, after cutting out your material, you now start marking it. You can start from the middle, you can start from one end. Keep marking 1.5 inches, you mark. This is 1.5 inches, you mark. 1.5 inches, you mark. You measure 1.5 inches, you mark 1.5 inches. You mark it to the end of the material. Now, after marking it from one side, you can either mark the other side, the same 1.5 inches, and then connect the lines. Or you can get a long ruler and then connect this line to the end. Draw it, all the lines, draw it to the end. And after that, you take it to the sewing machine. If you pick one line like this, just watch what I'm doing. Pick it like this. You can measure it if you want, or you just pick and sew it like quarter an inch. You see where the line is? You see the line? You see where my fingers are? Like here, quarter an inch. You sew it straight down. You drop it. You pick another line like this. You sew it quarter an inch here. Sew it here straight down. Don't allow it to go zigzag. Sew it straight down. All the lines, that's how you're going to be sewing it. Pick one line, sew close to the line, like half an inch like this, straight down. Sew it straight down. Yeah, now you keep it. And for this, I want the band to be V band. So for this V band, I cut 17 by 17. 17 inches by 4 inches in two places. This is from this end to this end as my head. Let me use this one because I have pinned it down. From this end down here is 17 inches. Then here to here is 4 inches. 17 by 4 in two places. Then you just cross it. Let me remove the pin and show you how to cross it. So if you get one of it, you fold into two, the right side facing up. You fold the other one into two, the right side facing up. You turn it like this. This curved side will be facing you. The curved side is here, is facing me. You turn the other one too, curved side facing me. Then you just cross it the way you make a cross like this. But when you are crossing it, make sure that this end of one is touching this end, like so. This end. Okay, let me put this one down so that you will see it clearly. Alright, are you seeing it? Just cross it like this. Just lay one on top of another, but let this end come to this end. and let this end come to this end. Just observe it. This one is touching the end of the one down, and this one up is touching the one down is touching the end of the one up. The one up is touching the end of the one down. That's all. So you pin it down at the middle, and then take it to your sewing machine, sew it from here, sew it down. You come back, sew this one, sew it down. You keep it aside. We have another piece. This one actually did not measure it, but we are going to get the measurement now. We have another piece. Okay, I have just measured this. So the piece I have here is 27 inches from this end to this end, 27 inches. When you unfold it, you have 12 inches here. So this is measured 27 inches by 12 inches. 27 by 12 inches. Then the wording, look at what we call wording. It is a thick wording, a thick one. You can see it. So this thick wording, I have it 6 inches here to here, 6 inches by the same length, 27 inches. 6 inches. My own is half though, I'm going to join it. So when I join it, I'll be having 27 by 6. And the reason is because we are going to cover it with the material. So that's why the material is double of the width, like this, alright? So we set it aside. Now the design is this net. This net is of 2 types. So this is the one I'm using. You can see it. Don't mind my 2 colors, please. Don't mind. It was actually the color I went for because of the material I'm using, but I couldn't get it the full the yards I need for the work. So I just have to join it for this project. But please, while you are working on yours, make sure you have the same matching net to your material. It should be a matching net to the color of your material. So for this net, you will need 5 yards. And net is very difficult to cut. It's not like the material. So I will advise you ask the people selling it to help you cut it out. You will need 2 yards in 2 places. This one is 2 yards. I have it here. This one is another 2 yards. I have it here. And then I have this one 1 yard. Alright, so you'll be needing 5 yards of this net. Alright, so let's get sewing. These are actually the pieces we will need for the work. Let's start sewing. Welcome back. So I've sewn this one, the V. I've sewn it. I'm not supposed to sew here, but I was just trying to manage this material. I'm an economist, so please pardon me. So now, look at this, the body. I've achieved this. This is the front. Remember, it was at the back that we drew the lines. Look at the lines. We drew it at the back. You see now, this is one line. I will pick it and sew like half an inch. Hope you are seeing it. Like I told you, you sew half an inch. You pick a line like this. You sew half an inch. You see it. So I did it to the end. Alright. And that is it. So now, the next thing I'll do to join my band, I will get this body. I've turned it. This is the right side now. This is the right side. So I will fold it into 2 equal parts. Like so. Into 2 equal parts like this. Into 2 equal parts. And then get the center here. When you get the center here, you take your scissors. Just cut it small. We'll call it notching. Just cut that center. Let's say this is the center. I've already cut mine. You put a small cut at the center. You've folded it into 2 equal parts. Then at the center here, you just put a little cut. Or you can even use your marker to mark it. The reason is just, the idea is just to get the midpoint of your material, which I have just done here. Alright. So now, you do the same thing on the band. this is the center of the band here that the two connect. So you fold it from here like so, right? And then you put a notch. You just cut off this one. Now the next thing we'll be doing is, this is the front. Side is the front of the body. So you get the band, and let's say this is the front of the good side of the band. So good side meeting good side. You arrange it like this. It is supposed to be the good side because this side is supposed to go out like this. So you get it, that place you notched. So let me notch this one first. I have notched. So you hold it here. You hold it here. This is where I notched. This is where I notched. You put it together. Pin here with your office pin. So you pin it at the middle. You take this one up here. You pin it. You take this one up here. You pin it. Just view what I've done. Like so. So when you are sewing, you will ensure that you are sewing on the last line so that the last line will not show. So you just sew it straight from here, sew it straight to here. And the next thing is, you fold it into 2 equal parts and then measure out your head circumference. Because this material is non-stretching material, we will measure out 11.5, which will give us 23 inches as head circumference. You measure it, then from there you sew it here, close the cap. Now this is the other one. This is the other piece. As you can see, let me turn it out. So for this one, the 12 inches by the 12 inches and the 6 inches wording. So I sew this end, alright. I've sewn this end too. So I will now turn it out. I hope you understand what I did. I folded the material into 2. Right side facing right side. As you can see, this is the right side facing right side. I folded into 2. That gave me 6 inches. Alright. I now place my wording on top of it and sew one end here and sew one end here. So I will now turn it to the right side. Then I'll bring out this point. I'll bring out this point. So the next thing I will do is come back. Please take note. I made some little mistakes in the previous video. Alright, so this one now, after you've sewn the body, after you've sewn this, before you join this place, before you join the band, this band, before you join it, you get the other net, the one we cut 1 inch. The one we cut 1 inch, fold it into 2. This 1 inch, fold it into 2, alright, and then lay it on the right side of the body pleat we've made. Just what you are seeing now. Lay it on the right side and sew it down. I made that mistake. That's why my own is looking rough. You're supposed to lay it down, sew it. After sewing it, sew it the 4 corners. Then you pick your band and get the center of both the body and the band and sew. Take notes. It's not that bad. Just take notes. Alright, so after fixing this one now, you now fold into 2 equal parts like so. Into 2 equal parts like so. And then measure out the head circumference that you want. Because this material is non-stretching material, you measure out 11.5 inches should be okay. That is 23 inches head circumference. I don't know, but some can be up to 24 inches. But for me, 23 inches is fitting for my head. So you measure it and then you sew it. Let's say this is the 23 inches. You sew it here. Sew it here. Alright. Sew only this band. Sew it only this band. Alright. When you sew it here, then you sew here. Just this 1 inch. You will sew your band here. Then you remove your machine. Set it like this. Sew it straight here. So that it will have a little drop at the back. That's just the idea. So you sew here, down, and then you sew here, down. Now, in this case, we're going to gather it back and front. So what I mean is, you now put your, your needle and thread. Run your loose stitch like we always do here. Run it to this end. From this end to this end, not from the band, from this end to this end. That's your loose stitch. Then in front, when you turn it in front, you run another loose stitch from this band to this end. Alright, so I'll be doing that and then maybe I will show you the process. Now coming to this band, this one, please, like I said, I stand to be corrected. I made a mistake before. You are not sewing here and here. No. Please, look at the way I folded the material into two. Alright, and then the wording. So it's this side that is open that you close. Like you see me sew now, this side. So then from one side, you will now turn it out, putting this. So you will now, excuse me, put the wording inside. Alright, you sew this side, and now put the wording inside. Now for this wording to stay, you may decide to sew this end and also sew this end. The choice is yours, but I just sewed one place and then turning it out. So let me turn it out and get back. When you turn it out, you smoothen it. So I have turned it. You can trim off this excessive. I've turned it out. So the next thing is you get your 2 inches net. If you get the 2 inches net, this side 2 inches, that's 36 plus 36, that should be around 76. That 76 will be the length. So that 2 inches is 1 inch is 36 inches. 1 yard, sorry please. 1 yard is 36 inches. 1 yard is 36 inches, which means we are having 72. 36 plus 36, you are around 72. So we are having 72 inches by the length of this is 60 inches, right? The length of the net is 60 inches. Now that 60 inches side is the side you are folding into two. Alright, which means by the time I folded into two places, to two equal places like this, I'll be having 30 inches by 72 inches. Do you get this? The 2 inches side will become our length, which is 72. Now the length of the material is usually 60 inches. That 60 inches side is the side you fold into two equal parts. By the time you fold it, you'll be having 30 inches by 72 inches length. So that side you fold it equally. You sew it straight down the 72 inches. You sew it straight down. Alright. You are going to do that on the, we cut 2 inches, 2 yards and another 2 yards. That's how you're going to do on the two of them. Sew it straight down. Sew the other one straight down, which means you're having 30 inches by 72 inches in two places. You see what I did? After sewing into two, you just gather one end of it like this. Just gather it equally. Arrange it properly in your hand, just as you see me do, like so. Alright, you arrange it properly. Now place it on one end of this our bold band that I've made, like so. You see how I placed it? This side is out, the full side should be inside the material. You get the other one, all right? You get the other end of the other, the 2 yards. There are 2. I've placed one. You get the other 2 yards. Place it also the same place, like so, all right? Then you take the other end and cover it like this and sew it here. Sew it here. Sew it in a way that it will not loosen. After sewing, you just turn this like this. You see how I did it? You just put hand like this and turn it to the other side. So let me sew it and get back.